All right, hold on. It's preparing. Let's see. I feel like the fucking channel might get nuked for talking about this even.
You think so?
I have no idea.
I'm like venturing into that space on No More Heroes because I was talking to Robbie on the last episode, and he immediately starts talking about the vaccine, and then at a certain point he goes, "Wait, are you posting this on YouTube?" And I go, "Yeah." He's like, "You might want to edit this part out." And I was like,
for sure.
I'm like, oh fuck, I have to worry about that shit now. Because I just talk. I don't think about that shit.
Yeah. You just kind of go, we got to strike. We'll get into what we're going to, let me announce why we're live. Me and Andy are live right now.
Hey,
I got Andy Malfarina here. Yeah, so basically we are live to talk about Matt Taibbi's drop. Hold on. For some reason, it doesn't even say. So I don't know how to do any of this. But let me edit this video real quick. Fuck it. Let's just stay live and I'll edit it afterwards.
It's working good on your YouTube channel.
All right, it looks good. All right. So we're live to talk about the fucking Twitter files drop, but then we were also talking about you were worried about getting a strike on your channel for talking about vaccine stuff, and I'm just going to talk about it. We got a strike on this very channel for Stanley telling a true story from his doctor being we were making fun of her for being an anti-vaxxer because it was just like she came off crazy. But I guess because we said she was a doctor, I mean, YouTube got mad at us. But that's neither here nor there. Let's get to the thing at hand. I fucking reached out to Andy. You follow this entire thread, this Matt Taibbi Twitter files thread, where he basically is saying that Twitter was censoring speech on both sides of the political spectrum, right and left. But he really used it to mostly talk about the Hunter Biden laptop story and how it got suppressed. But he said that there's more to come, and there's already people kibosh. What was your initial thoughts on this whole thing, Andy?
I saw the text you texted the thing to me, and I didn't realize what it was at first. And then when I finally actually looked closely, like when I was reading more through the thread and I realized what it was, I was like, it was like that thing where, because with all this political shit, there's so much like gaslighting going on. And it's that thing where you're like pretty sure about it, but like with all the gaslighting, you doubt yourself because you try to be like, you try to be like on it and you try to be right about it and you try to like get the true story and stuff like that. So you like second guess yourself, and to actually like have it right there and you're like, I fucking knew it, dude. Like there's no,
I knew you guys were doing this.
Yeah, I fucking knew it. And it's like, thank you for just fucking like having this. So, cause I don't know. I'm not like a Elon fanboy by any stretch of the imagination, but a lot of people, like the freedom of speech nerds, which freedom of speech, hell yeah, rules. But like they're getting up their own ass because they're like, well, he won't let Alex Jones on, and so he's a fucking piece of shit. And it's like, this shit is 1,000% better than it was. He's not.
Hold on one second. That's why I'm wearing my thinking cap here, Andy.
Yeah.
If you notice earlier today, Elon Musk was getting a lot of shit for not being free speechy, for banning Kanye for 12 hours. For being on the Alex Jones show. He didn't, not even for something he tweeted. Oh no, because he tweeted, what he actually tweeted was a Jewish star with what looks like a swastika in the middle, which it turns out, shout out to Lauren Petrie, who posted this first place I saw it, is the symbol for an alien cult that is Zionist.
Dude, that's so fucking funny, because he like, that's just and I'm piggybacking off something I heard Andrew Schultz said, but this is literally just like, Kanye being like the producer. He's still not making anything original. He's still like, oh, he's like, I'm into fucking Nazi shit right now. Let me grab the dopest fucking Nazi shit I can find, yo. You know what I mean? It's
let me remix this. Let's get some features on this Nazi shit. Alex Jones, get in here. Let me get Milo. Let me get all the Nazis in here.
Yeah.
But so that happens. Now then Elon Musk is like, don't worry, today. And then, did you see for a minute, everybody was like, it was supposed to be at 5:00, and then it just wasn't happening. Then Weir's Elon was trending, and then Epstein's was trending.
Oh, people were just like, Elon Everyone thought Elon got Epstein.
Yeah, everybody thought he got Jack Mod or whatever. He got murked the fuck out.
Oh, damn.
So the crazy thing about this is that they talk about there's one Democratic congressman or congressperson who was literally like, hey, like this is now becoming a free speech issue. So what it turns out is the government didn't try to kibosh the laptop story. That actually is completely clear here, is that they're saying that it was Twitter took it upon themselves and that they had heard from intelligence services that there might be something coming. They assumed it was this. Then they say like a Democratic congressperson reached out and goes, hey, this is actually a free speech problem. And if you would have just let these like innocuous emails go out, and this is like somebody who was just like, I am a Biden supporter and you guys should not be suppressing this story. But all these people were trying to protect their fucking jobs. And they did this without telling the CEO of a publicly traded fucking company that they were fucking throttling news stories that were legitimate.
Oh yeah. I forgot that part, dude. That was so funny. Yeah, with the who was it? The Democratic like congressperson or whatever.
Hold on, I have it right here. It's Ro Khanna.
Yeah, and they're literally just like, yo, I am super pro Biden, but this looks bad.
Well, it's kind of like this weird thing. So also like suppressing this stuff always kind of backfires. If you recall, like during the 2016 election, during the primaries, Bernie Sanders' campaign went to Hillary Clinton's campaign and was like, hey, just so you guys know, Iran is doing this thing where they're like doing misinformation for us to beat you. And Hillary Clinton's campaign was like, yeah, China's doing that for us because they like us better than Trump. But then Russia was doing, and they didn't want to say anything about it, that they knew this was happening with Russia, with China, with Iran, to varying degrees. They didn't want to say it because they were like, people are going to think like if I win, because she still thought she was going to win. She was like, if I win, it's going to make it look like China cheated for me. So they kept it a secret, whereas they could have just let it out and be like, hey, just so everybody knows, be discerning with your, this is like the problem with like the elite level of people thinking we're all too stupid to have information.
Yeah.
If they had just said, hey, just so you know, there's a lot of misinformation out there from Iran, China, and Russia pertinent to all of the campaigns in this election, we all would have went like, okay, maybe we'll be a little bit more discerning with what we're reading online.
Yeah, and then half the people would have fucking forgot about it, and then like what you wanted to happen would end up happening.
Exactly, it would have just been fine.
Well, that's like the problem. That's the problem. They add so much like secrecy and fuckery that it like people just start to fucking, they're like, something fucking stinks around here. So it turns into a bigger thing than it would have been. Cause yeah.
And now this is a whole thing now. And this is a crazy thing is like, I don't know if it's going on now, but I was tweeting during this, none of the major news outlets were carrying it, but there were some things where like fucking actual Glenn Greenwald had pulled up a bunch of like, and somebody sent me some stuff where it's just like journalists being like, well, this is bullshit. Like, this has got to be fake. Like one guy, what was the thing I was just reading? Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, there's like somebody is like, a Russian disinformation hack happened. The guys who like, they basically said like Elon Musk is now colluding with Russia and this is also fake. And it's just like, it doesn't even make Biden look bad.
Yeah.
Like it literally, like, it's like you're not even really reading the thing.
Yeah. It hurts Twitter more than it hurts the Biden administration. Cause the Biden, like everyone, like the people in the Biden administration were like for the specific. Now, there were the emails where they were like, yo, delete these tweets. And then they were like, well, I guess that was more Trump, right?
But it was both the Trump administration and the DNC. They showed a bunch of things from the DNC, and then also the Trump administration had access. And they said it was disproportionate just based on the access that people had to people that were like friendly to them, which is something that's going to happen. But like, there is something super illegal about the Trump administration. So it's like, if anything, this thing also, it wasn't the meat of the thread, but it implicates the Trump administration.
Yeah.
Like I sent that to somebody and they were immediately being like sarcastic, like, oh, I guess Elon Musk really did save the world. And I was just like, bro, are you not reading this? Like literally both parties are suppressing dissent on a platform that's a publicly traded company.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the very least, there's got to be. Look, I'm not a fucking lawyer. Clearly not. I'm wearing a tinfoil hat talking to you at 10 o'clock on a fucking Friday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's a thinking cap, actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
Correction to anybody watching live. But it's a fucking, like, how do you not, anybody who's brushing this aside and be like, well, we kind of knew that was happening. It's like, well, it's like, we knew, but now we like, no. It's like this thing. And like, it's like, I've just talked to this guy, Martin Rook, which I've like plugged that video a bunch, but it's on the channel. Check it out if you haven't watched it, where we talk about like how people sway right because they find this like media. There's a left media bias in most of the media, right? So they find this kernel of truth, like this Hunter Biden laptop story, where they go, hey, this is fucking fishy. And then people go, nah, it's not. Don't worry about it. And you go, no. And then you find the guy who says it's fishy. And that guy goes, yeah, I agree with you. That is fishy. He goes, okay, I'm going to listen to you. And then that guy goes, also the Jews. Like immediately. You know what I mean? That's what happened to Kanye.
Yeah, dude. That's so funny. That's you know the Channel 5 News?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to be all gas, no brakes for anyone. He was saying that. He was saying the same thing, and Vice did a thing on him. And he goes to like all these like out there groups in their meetings and stuff like that. And he was like, the one that surprised me the most was the flat earth people. He's like, you'd be shocked how quickly flat earthers go from the earth is flat to the Jews. It's like all these fringe groups at some point get to the Jews.
Well, that's because I think that's the original conspiracy, because the Catholic Church, I mean, over time, everybody's used the Jews as a scapegoat simply because like, I mean, the real thing with that is like, there were like the Catholic Church had a rule against middlemaning and like hard money lending and like shit like that. And the Jewish faith doesn't have that.
Yeah.
Like Islam has like rules against certain financial practices that Judaism doesn't have. So like once you have people controlling, like it's very easy to scapegoat middlemen merchants, which was the when you keep getting kicked out of your homes and you can't build roots, so you can't really have a farm. That's pretty much the job you get.
Wow, yeah,
you know
that's a really good way to put it. Yeah.
So it's like an easy, but it's also an easy thing to scapegoat. You know what I mean? You go like when you go, like you ever been to a bar with somebody who's a cheap fuck who goes, I don't understand why this beer is $7 in this bar, but I can get this beer for $1 in the corner store. And I'm like, because you're paying to sit in the bar and you're paying for all the hours that the bar isn't selling beers.
Yeah,
that they're closed.
It's a bar and not a corner store.
Yeah. You can go to the corner store and get a beer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's like because I think I was also what was the book Outliers? I was reading in that where like I forget where specifically, but it was like back in the day, the people were like, oh, this money's all dirty. We don't want to bother with this and handle this. Let's make the Jews do it. And then over time, they just were like, all right, well, we're gonna body this. It's like
we're gonna be really good at this.
Yeah, it's like through years and years of shitting on the Jews, they were like, well, fuck you guys. We're gonna take these lemonades and make all of the media. No, I'm kidding.
Jokes. Parody. Notice the parody. Please notice the parody.
Oh yeah, this is all right. I gotta get a better thinking cap. Yeah. I'm a little bit so this one
you look like Tim Kiddiepool right now.
Yeah, but I have hair under this hat. This was nice because like we were saying before, it confirms a lot. But if you look at it confirms a lot of the shit we were already thinking about the whole fucking Hunter Biden thing. Although the fact that like the DNC was actually like, yo, stop doing this. It looks so fucking bad. And it was actually Twitter making the fucking dumbass decisions. It would like, but generally we were like, okay, we all kind of like knew this was happening. The one I'm excited about, if you see in the second last tweet, Taibbi goes, it's been a whirlwind, blah, blah, blah. More to come, including answers to questions about issues like shadow banning, boosting, follow accounts, and the fate of various individual accounts. That
also, the Jews.
Yeah,
crazy. That got deleted though. That's a deleted tweet. I screen capped it. I'll post it later.
Oh yeah, dude, fucking exposed Taibbi.
Dude, but I don't know. This is a crazy thing. You just kind of go, oh, let's go. I was just sitting there, but I'm texting with Danny Paul. I texted you a little bit, but I'm texting with Danny Polisher. He's just like, this is taking so fucking long. Why is this taking so long?
Yeah, dude. It's well, he's probably going through all the fucking emails and he's just like, how do I dump this on people like the best possible way?
Well, that's also a crazy thing is like one of the critiques of him is on Substack. He like announced he was going to be doing this. And one of the things was he said that there were certain conditions to get this information. And people are like, well, what conditions did Elon have for you? What were these conditions? Like, obviously the conditions were you have to do this on Twitter so that millions of people, like Twitter was the TGIF ABC lineup today for everybody like me and you. You know what I mean? Like fucking literally Elon Musk drove a Tesla through a wall, said, did I do that? And that was it. That's been the fucking evening for me. I was trying to clean my house, and then somebody sent me that, and I was like, oh, well, I guess nothing's getting done.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy how much more, you still got to like vet everything because it's fucking Twitter, but it's crazy how much more informative Twitter's getting. Like you've been tweeting this past out like 2 hours. It's just like fucking nothing. The same thing happened like from the mainstream media outlets, fucking nothing about it. And it's like, I was saying this to someone in reference to like the Balenciaga thing, which they finally started doing some articles about. But like the first week after that shit broke, I literally like the only thing I saw from anything remotely close to like mainstream media coverage was Tucker Carlson did a fucking segment about it. But it's like, dude, if Trump farts too loud, there's like 1,000 articles about it. But if Balenciaga's putting fucking bondage bears in front of kids and shit, people are like, well, let's wait this out.
Yeah, let's see how this falls, how the chips fall.
Yeah,
I think a lot of these news outlets are worried about it. So the New York Times is the only one who then went back after the fact. I mean, I guess other places followed suit. But the New York Times went back after the fact and were like, yeah, we were wrong, which doesn't necessarily mean they didn't do it on purpose. But like when they suppressed that Hunter Biden story and were like, this is Russian disinformation. Like they went back and were like, we were wrong. Like it's verified that this isn't even hacked materials. Like Hunter Biden just got really high and forgot to pick up his laptop at a laptop repair shop.
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like kind of out there.
That was the best part of the story. They're like, oh, you really think he left his laptop just at a repair shop? And you're like, the crackhead?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. If anything, I think he was trying to like open, like if anything, it wasn't his laptop and he was just trying to get it cracked open so he could pawn it at this place next door. Like it's a crackhead. I say this all the time. It's like with fucking Hunter Biden. I've said it on Notes of a Goon before, but it's like it's a crazy thing where people are like the mental gymnastics when all those videos of him smoking crack came out of people being like, well, Hunter Biden's not the president. And I'm just like, I don't think the president should be regularly talking to a crackhead.
Yeah, it's like
they're the kings of gaslighting.
Dude, it's crazy. Like, yeah, the people who are like, I don't see the point of talking about this. You're like, what? The guy who might be the president's kid is a crackhead?
Yeah.
Like, he's so newsworthy.
The entire country talked about fucking Charlie Sheen smoking crack.
Yeah. It's like, it's obscene how newsworthy it is.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's definitely newsworthy.
Bro, people do that though. Like I've talked about, you know how like fucking Bill Gates wants us to eat bugs and shit? Mm-hmm. And like you say that to people and they'll be like, in other cultures they do that. And you're like, stop, dude. I'm not eating
I've eaten bugs.
Yeah.
I've eaten crickets and shit. It's fine. I ate an ant larva taco in Mexico.
Yeah, but like all of the shit, like you want to just eat bug burgers and everything all day, every day?
I don't want to eat it all of the time, no. But if you can convince me that cricket flour makes a crispier chicken cutlet, I might switch to cricket flour.
You know what? I didn't think of this in context to chicken parm, and now I'm completely convinced. Bill Gates, do what you want, bro.
Yeah. Let's start these roach farms.
For real.
All right, I don't want to keep this going too long. Hopefully some people join us in the live. Do you have it up? Are there people in there? Are there any questions? There's like 5 people in there.
11. Look at that.
Any questions?
Looks good. What is this? The truth, that's what it is. Sick comment. Yeah, just people saying we're fucking cool and really cute and fucking awesome.
I need that on Friday.
You know what I'm gonna go do? Did you watch the new Casey Anthony doc yet?
No.
Dude, I didn't care.
You trying to JO to it?
Yeah, I'm just trying
Dude,
to like,
that gif of her with the verdict, you've seen the gif of her at the verdict, right? Where she goes from really upset to just the smile. Oh man. If I had a pussy, it
oh,
would be wet every time she did that.
are you serious?
Dude, you got to look up that gif. It's the best gif.
Oh wow,
So
that's
you're
wild.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I just looked it up. That's insane. Now
So hot.
I was like not caring about it. Then I heard the trailer and I never heard the 911 call. And the 911 call starts with her going like, my kid has been missing for 31 days. And I was like, oh, she did it. Like she so fucking did it.
Yeah, of course she did.
I never heard that I never heard that yet. And I was like, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you not convict somebody who says that?
Like right there, the 911 operator should be like, all right, we have a definite criminal calling us.
Yeah. I would have just connected it right through to I was just like, hey, you got to go pick this crazy lady up. Like I would have just said that.
You throw a detective in the ambulance or whatever's fucking going out.
All right. So what do you think? All right. So we'll end it with this. What do you think is the headline tomorrow about this on any major news site or paper?
That's a good question because, like, I gotta be honest, it doesn't, for like in our circles and stuff, it doesn't really like work, but they do impress me with their like spin on things, but I don't know how they're gonna fucking spin it because. Well, like I think they're just going to downplay it. I think they're going to downplay it. They're probably going to they can't really lean on the private company when you have actual like government employees messaging them and telling them what to delete.
And also that feels like intimidation. Like it's like if I got emailed by a senator, hey, can you delete these tweets? I'm going to go, yeah, sure, no problem. Because I don't want a senator mad at me.
Yeah, that's so.
Except for if AOC wanted to be mad at me and she was gonna like yell in like a Spanishy voice.
Oh yeah, dude.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, if AOC wants to punish me for something, come get me, baby.
Yeah, dude.
No, I think they're gonna spin it in a way where it was like, yes, they violated rules, but it was stuff that they had. It was so bad that they just had to take it down. They'll probably like highlight some like really fucked up tweets, lean on stuff with like slurs or whatever the fuck in it. You know what I mean? They'll probably focus on the fact that it's like, yeah, they broke the rules, but it was for our own safety. Because that's what they always lean on when they want you to, when they what?
No, yeah, you're right. It'll be like, oh, they did this to protect us from Donald Trump.
Yeah, whenever they want you to get like fucking plumped up for the government, they always lean on, but it's like, but we're just trying to protect you because you're little babies and you can't take care of yourself.
It's true. That's why they're keeping the aliens from us, Andy.
Yeah, we can't handle them yet.
That's why they haven't told us that we live on a flat Earth. Well, we decided on High Society last night on gas. It's a flat, hollow Earth.
Damn.
We're combining all of the conspiracies. We live in a flat, hollow Earth. I don't know how that really works.
And we didn't go to the moon because we live on the hollow moon.
Oh, we live on a hollow, flat moon.
That's because we didn't go to it.
Oh yeah, dude, that's crazy.
That's
the ice wall and all that. Fucking, I gotta call my rabbi. All right, dude. Thanks for doing this. I had a good time. Fucking, I'm glad we're both losers that are home alone on a fucking Friday night.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. This fucking ruled.
All right, later, bro.
Peace.